similar, but they just don't have the foot speed down the floor. It's a real, I don't know, so you got to, Tevez has to pick his poison here. How is he going to play that pass to the inside? And you made a great point that they're not a great passing team, Senegal. So how is he going to structure his defense to get people into passing lanes? Is he going to have people shoot those from off the ball? Is he going to try and front? If he fronts, he's got to make sure his rotation is right. It's a real coaching challenge for Reyes with the bodies that he has compared to Senegal.
Alapag's in, along with Paul Lee. They're playing a zone now, 2-1-2 zone.
And that's a good call to go to the zone, as long as they really do bump and match up. One on the ball and everyone else really rotates. Great hands.
Alapag.
I don't think they realized about the Kraken's arms on that one. Gets a piece of that and deflected it.
Inside, Norwood outside. Inside to Del Campo, who wasn't quite ready. And we have a player just dropping to the ground. Yang. He just fell.
I'm not really sure what happened because Alapag...
Yeah, he just fell. He got hit.
Del Campo's holding his head as though something happened to him.
Yeah, they must have knocked heads. Here we go. Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Oh.
Okay, tell you, you've said it already. Camera right on the spot in terms of seeing that. And Deng has... well, he looked like he went down he looked like a heavyweight fighter who's gone down, and he's a little bit listless on the floor.
We saw he have a cut on Randall Del Campos. There's blood on the floor.
Yeah.
I tell you, we saw Alor Lafayette, the American, now has been a naturalized Croatian, one of their point guards, fall awkwardly to the ground, and at the end his head snapped into the floor. Yeah. And he was literally out cold for a few seconds.
Very groggy.
And I see Yang right now getting up. He just needs to see how he plays. Oh, look at that. Yang coming up to the Campo saying no harm meant. You gotta love that.
Well, and you know, Dieng looks fine. You know, I'm always inclined in this situation for someone to take him out of the game and just check. Oh, the head went back as well. I'm always inclined to say take him out, which you've got to do anyway because the trainer's come on. Check him out. You know, there's various little tests you can do around concussion and stuff like that. Yeah, because
wow, they look like rams fighting over.
And Del Campo had a little bit of a better position, obviously not trying to have the position. He had more of an angle that his head didn't go back.
Oh, look at that cut.
But Deng's head went way back.
Of course, Del Campo is he's not new to physical play.
No. But you know, Deng, such an important player for Senegal. Del Campo, such an important for Philippines. But Deng, what a doctor must be happy with him because he's leaving him on his own. I'd be making sure the medical people are...
He's out of the game.
Yeah, he's sitting down. He's sitting down right on the end, right up this end of the bench. And the doctor's down the other end of the bench. You know, I'd have thought he's sitting next to the coaching staff looking to come back. That's, you know, he's
for a substitution.
Automatic reaction. I want to get back, and I'd want to do those little tests.
Foul by Hamadi Ndai, holding on to Andre Blatch. Now there's going to be an Asian competition in September as we see substitutions, and let's see, Yang doesn't get up yet. No, he goes back to the bench now. We see, he's back in. We see Ibrahima Thomas come in for Senegal. There's a competition, and you either have to be native, or if you were naturalized, you have to be naturalized 3 years before. So now they have to appeal to try to get Blatch to play. Of course, they want him to play. He wants to play. It starts in September, on September 19th. Here comes Blatch. No good.
Well, Deng seems to be okay with a defensive rebound on that missed shot from Blatch, but
Blatch is 1 for 5.
He's had to settle for jump shots as well. He had the one little move to the hoop, which was blocked.
And now he twisted an ankle, his left ankle. And Fajardo gets a rebound.
Well, that's the beauty of having them both, as Blatch is really skipping down the floor, trying to keep weight off that ankle.
And there goes Norwood, same side. He loves the left side of the court, and he's absolutely in rhythm today. I'd feed that young man.
Blatch is definitely struggling with the angle. I think they're going to decide that if he doesn't ask to come out, they're going to take that line of let him see if he can walk it off.
Oh, what turnaround by Thomas.
Nice move.
I'm not sure he had that move thrown out. He knew he couldn't go further with Fajardo blocking him to his right.
It's not. I don't think that's in his locker. I think he just found that one. But to be fair to him, his presence of mind, thought about it.
Blatch inside, tipped over by Deng. And a foul by Norwood. Let's see if there's any substitution. Nope, Jack Reyes says
he's
stay in there.
There's not a debate going on about him coming out, but Blatch then, mimic the action of shooting the ball. If there's a criticism of him from yesterday, it's not a bad criticism in many ways, but he overpassed at times. That's tough to say when someone's averaging 20 plus a game.
There's the twist.
Yeah, but he yesterday, like he did then, passed up an open look for himself, looking for a better shot for a teammate, and he's not a great passer.
Especially towards the end of the game. Joe, outside of Deng, nice fake, inside, and a foul at the end of the possession, but that was going to be a slam dunk. Yeah, that's a good foul.
Definitely happened before the buzzer too. Off shot, Coach Reyes is demonstrating to two officials what he thought about the footwork, but
Senegalese fans wanted to see the dunk. That was an NBA foul. That was a proper hard foul.
See, that's the other thing. I'm trying to protect my recommendation of Fajardo playing here. He gives you someone who can make that foul. Now, that might seem just a limited thing, but it's something the Philippines don't have. They have a physical presence when he's on the floor. If he has to waste his 5 fouls and use them, then he's got in the position to do so.
But it's not like, what would the Philippines look like in this tournament without Blatch? Fajardo as the starting center.
Oh, they wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be sitting here saying how much fun they've been to watch, because they need Blatch and him. I think it's just that Blatch is mobile enough to play a little bit perimeter and inside. Fajardo's obviously just going to bang around the ring. Because Blatch can do this.
Double pump and a score off the right side. Yeah, you better double pump against the Senegal. Ibrahim Thomas guarding him. And
again, he did it from the perimeter, backed his man in. If he has to start and bang around on the inside, I don't think he can go the number of minutes if he just bangs around too much.
2-3 zone. Thomas. Travel. Shifted his pivot forward. Carlos Julio with a sharp eye.
The zone, that's what it's supposed to do. There's no space to attack. You've got help organized. I'd be keen on the Philippines staying with the zone for as long as Senegal don't get going from the perimeter. It's a really good option.
Paul Lee. Deng guarding Blatch. Takes a shot, 7 seconds to shoot. He was just measuring. He was just getting ready.
Love the relationship he's developed with Coach Reyes. He thanked him then because he told him the possession before, shoot that shot. They're offering it to you. And Blatch just knocked it down.
And I'm wondering with that little gimpy ankle, if I were Deng, if I would close out a little bit further on that three-pointer.
Well, you definitely ask him to see if he can put it on the floor.
A gamble by Blatch. Launches a 3, it's offline. Rebounded by Alapag.
Fajardo again gave him the better option underneath, the bigger body in the middle, so that Blatch could play mobile.
No good. Norwood with his long arms corrals the rebound. Penetration inside to try to reach Fajardo, but there's Senegal putting their arms along the way.
Again, Paul Lee's he's a shooter and a scorer, isn't he? He's
jump. Well, he can penetrate with a dribble, but then you got to be careful with that pass.
Yeah,
here we go,
traffic.
Lee.
That's his game.
Yes, sir. The Philippines takes the lead. 5:40 to go in the half.
Do what you do. That's the thing. You're at the highest level now. There's no higher level than this. This is the FIBA Basketball World Cup. You can't decide to do bits and pieces that you can sort of do. You do what you're best at here. You bring your game.
Open shot by Deng. He can't make it.
Nice little period here for the Philippines since they've gone to that zone. And Senegal got very, very passive against it.
Inside, Fajardo. Oh, he could drive all the way, but he passes up to Lee. He's feeling it.
And Chuck Reyes again thanks Fajardo straight away. Yeah, he could have gone up. I agree with you. Possibly should have gone up. But he decided the man in the corner's just made one. I'm going to give it back to him.
A chance to go home with a win. For Senegal, 3rd place at stake. Philippines up by 5. Enter home
Well, you've got to hope that Coach Sarri's saying, guys, attack this zone. We're very passive. We're standing. We get into gaps, but then we're not aggressive when we catch it in the gap because they're letting them catch it in certain areas. Everybody's just sucked in the middle of the life out of the zone. The middle is very full of Filipino shirts, and there's no options as we see Lee make the first of the three in transition shot. Again, in transition, they've gone inside early. He spots up. Poor rotation from Senegal. Lee goes back-to-back threes. But down the other end, Senegal haven't gone to the inside, haven't attacked the basket, haven't broken them down on penetration. It's always in front of that zone. And Fajardo gives them a little bit of a different option because he can take the middle, and Blatch down low is a much more daunting prospect in terms of trying to shoot from the block than some of the other guys on this Philippines team when Blatch has to take the middle when Fajardo isn't in the game.
You saw the pass that Fajardo threw to Dallison for the three. That's the next step for this team. Passing at this level needs to be so crisp and so perfect that the shooter, which will have very little time to shoot, has to catch it in an area that's comfortable.
Yeah,
you're going to quickly take it up.
Yep.
At this level, the margin for error, even the pass, which produced a basket, could have been better.
Fajardo with a steal again. The quality and the precision of the pass is not there.
Alabag strikes again. 5 in the second half against Argentina. And off the timeout, they keep at it.
Oh, it's great action defensively. And again, now because Senegal are trying to do things that they're not good at. You know, they're trying on half-court stuff where we run a bit of complicated action away from the ball. Just get it down there, stay in transition, get to the offensive ball hard and just shoot it, get inside this zone. Be aggressive against the zone. You can't stand there and let all 5 guys see the ball. It's in front of the zone is functional.
Jimmy Alapak, 3-time member of the PBA Mythical First Team in 2003, 2004 and 5, and then 2010 and 11. So quite a gap between years. Oh, blocked by getting back in the hands of Lee. Bounce pass, fake, and a foul by Joe.
Well, fortunately, Paul Lee stayed with the play because it was off the dribble. That's just asking for the block in that scenario. But Fajardo again, you know, with Blatch on the perimeter, playing a little bit more forward. Fajardo gives him a little bit more of an inside presence. And he was just strong enough to hang on, try and create a bit of space. First free throws for the Philippines, I think. Yep, first trip to the line in 16 minutes of basketball.
Yep, he played for the University of Cebu and became the top overall pick in the 2002 PBA draft, joining the Petron Blaze Boosters, and that team became the San Mig Beermen, and he's played it for 2 seasons. This year, he averaged a double-double, PBA MVP in 2014, a member of the PBA Mythical First Team, all-defensive team, most improved player, you name it. They ran out of trophies to give this young man.
Oh, they probably had to pay him in kind by the sponsor.
The zone keeps up.
They're just going to offer this shot.
Maurice Honduras on the game.
For the first time, they get it baseline and turn them.
And so's Papabaji. Dalmeida, no good. Guess who gets the rebound? Nor with a fake. Dribble drives. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
He traveled.
Did he? I don't know. It looked like a travel, but I'm not sure he did.
I think he jumped off his left foot.
Let's have a look.
Jumped off the left.
One. Yeah. Got a little... Well, no, I'm not sure still. Still just looked like a 2-step to me.
She's not in agreement.
No,
Neither is
he. They just moved. The Philippines fans have moved to a different corner today. They're now on the far side from us.
Well, they're on the bench, near the Filipino bench. Dang, had a shot. Drives in, outside the jump.
They have literally dried up.
No good. Fajardo with a rebound, and the foul is, I believe, on Senegal, on Ndoye.
Well, the extra rebound, it helps a lot. It's a 9-point lead. A chance with is it free throws? No, 1 free throws is good.
That's the first foul on Mamadou Ndoye. Mamadou Ndoye, the 3rd point guard, having to play today because of the injury to Tierno Niang. His left knee twisted. We feared worse. But luckily for him and all of us, it wasn't a serious injury. Fajardo misses. And Ndour grabs the rebound. Uh-oh, passing is a problem. Watch out! No, he ran out of gas.
Ran out of gas, got a bit worried.
Here comes a little step here, a little cha-cha by Pape Badji.
Yeah, Fajardo's body got in the way.
So the Kraken claimed the victim.
I don't
Let's see what
understand.
happened here.
I think he lost the ball on the way out, didn't he? I don't understand the Black's sitting down 3 minutes before the half, unless he's going to come straight back.
Unless that ankle hurts.
Well, he walked out pretty comfortably.
De Ocampos back in. Pressure from the Senegal.
Good side. Senegal struggling offensively. Change up the defense. Do something different.
Bounce.
Oh,
And a lay-in. He could have dunked it.
can he?
He could have. You know, I would against Senegal.
Yeah. I think there's always, as we've said when we've had them, you've got to take it through them.
Ndour, open three, offline, and they just can't rebound. The zone is not only making passing difficult, it's even making rebounding difficult as there's a foul way before the basket. Again, it's on Mamadou Ndour. That's his second. Time to huddle up and concentrate. Look who's talking. It's the young Gorgui Dieng.
See, the thing here with Senegal is because they're not attacking those gaps, even if they go inside, they just kick it out and skip past that early. It's always in front of the defense. The defense can see everything. There's nothing that makes the defense turn in on itself. There's no post-up action. There's no overloading it. You know, they're just not attacking a gap, trying to overload one side, then reverse it, look inside on the ball reversal. Or more importantly, they've stopped running any form of transition basketball. Stop that zone setting up by shooting the ball early, getting into transition.
Jimmy played his entire career with talk and text. That's quite unusual in any league, in any country. A lifer.
10 seconds to go on the possession, and the ball is only just getting below the foul line.
Yang, nice fake. Looks for the backcourt, no good.
Jump shot again, even though it was inside, still a jump shot.
Ndour goes offline. They try an up and under, no room. 2 minutes to go.
Got to keep the ball moving now. They pushed it early. They don't. This isn't their type now. Unless they make a deep three, the defense has them.
The ball's kicked by Ndour. And now it's a 14-second possession for the Philippines. They have a 13-point lead.
See, if Paul Lee was in the opposite corner when that, instead of dribbling the ball, he'd have been desperate for the ball to come out of that penetration, reversed him, so he has the shot.
Oh no, Fajardo, no good. He had 14 seconds. I'm not sure he was aware of that.
A lot of time to shoot that
I'm
shot.
not sure he was aware that the clock had reset. Inside, Badji, turn around, jump shot, it's good.
3 passes below the foul line. There's a little seam in the zone. They attack it.
A little cut.
Yeah. Better ball movement.
Alapak. Oh, and again, Fajardo by the bucket. With a couple Senegalese draped around them.
And this is bonus time for Coach Reyes here because he's getting minutes of Black. Even though I question why he was out, he's not losing. He's not missing a beat with Black's on the bench.
Ndour misses. Rebound by Fajardo. His 5th. He's got 5 points.
Senegal just keep doing the same things far too often that aren't working.
Yang now switches onto Alapak, which is exactly what the Philippines wants. 10 seconds to shoot, 1 minute to go. De Ocampo, one-handed set shot. No good, rebounded by Yang, and he's fouled by Alapak.
They got 2 fouls to give, so I'm still not sure he needed to foul him, but
he just wanted more time to walk over to the offensive side. Here we go. El Granada, Gary David, making an appearance. He hasn't made many.
No, he's
a veteran. And Paul Lee sits down.
Coach Reyes is going to take the timeout, I think. Both of them have 1 timeout left. We'll just check who's in charge with the timeout. Senegal, though, you know, it's a Philippine timeout. And Senegal, they had that one offense where the ball got below the foul line, they cut into a gap, went inside, they get a little chop from 4 feet. they're tough to guard that deep. Next time down the floor, 2 passes, they launch a 3. That's more like the team that played against Greece and Argentina than the team that came out with the 2 big wins. And I don't understand that. Momentum, consistency in tournaments is important. Whoever they play in the second round, Senegal, it's going to be an immense opponent. They can't go in after 2 poor performances.
Well, you understand because you've done these tournaments. Sheikh Sarr took over in 2009. The last appearance by Senegal in the World was 2006. I mean, there's been an institutional memory that's been erased. And they're starting anew, as we see Fajardo do what he does best. And
they've got this reputation of blowing a bit hot and cold, like they did in Afro-Basket. Massive loss to the Ivory Coast. Then they come out and beat Nigeria. Then they lose to Egypt in a game they're expected to win. And then after losing by 30-plus points against the Ivory Coast in the group, they win a 1-point game. All right, on a 4-point play at the end, but
still,
it's like, you know, which Senegalese team shows up. And if they really want to make progress, they've got to find some consistency in tournaments, and they've got to build momentum as the tournament develops, which I thought, after those 2 big wins, they were in a great position.
They were in position to perhaps end up at the top of the heap for a moment there.
You'd have expected them to challenge Argentina. I wouldn't have expected them to win, but they didn't challenge Argentina yesterday.
Coach Sarr saying that the players, as soon as they heard the Philippines had lost, they knew they were in, and they sort of lowered their guard. So we have another tough fall. Fouls on Tenorio. Going slow to get up.
You cover a lot of sports, and teams build momentum and get confident, and they get into a rhythm. It doesn't matter which sport it is. They're in a good place as a group. And I thought this team looked like they were enjoying themselves, that they were playing a style, and they've gone flat.
Bad pass by Gang.
And it's hard for a young man like Gang, week in, week out, game in, game out, day in, day out, to carry a team like he was.
You're not a doctor, I'm not going to ask you to be one, but he hasn't done much since that bang in the head with Ocampo.
Yeah.
Here comes Ocampo again. Inside to David. There's Fajardo hustling. And that is the end of the half. The Philippines will go to the dressing room with a 13-point lead over Senegal. And Gorgui Dieng is frustrated right now with only 4 points and 3 rebounds.
Well, they've just had a 5-point second period. That's poor.
Unable to decipher the zone. Here we go, Andre Blatch. As we look at Senegal's, obviously the 3-point shooting, whatever you get.